Hi everyone, for tonight's Nightcap and review, I'm having a leaded Diet Pepsi, trying to avoid those violations. And tonight I'll be reviewing In My Closet by Rose Chase. This is a book I received as an ARC, but of course I'm going to give my honest opinion. These are the tropes, and these are the content warnings. My rating for this book is a 4.25. I had a lot of fun reading it, and I'm excited to share my thoughts on it. So, what's this book about? So this book is about Grace, who moves into a house she inherited. Thing is, as she's living in the house, things start to feel off, especially in her bedroom where it kind of feels like someone is watching her. So what does she do? She calls in her best friend, who is in fact married to a demon. And what do they find is that there's an actual demon stuck in her closet. A demon with sharp teeth, claws, and even a tail. Oh my. But even as attractive as he is, she's not looking for a roommate or another pet, even if in some ways he does remind her of her dog. She was looking instead for a nice, quiet home to write her stories. But instead, she has this loud, overprotective, possessive demon who is always there for her with a hug and also lets her sit in his lap to pick his brain for story ideas. So, what's she to do? Because it's getting a little hard to resist him. Now, what are my thoughts on this book? Again, I am giving it a 4.25. This was just such a fun read. It had me turning the pages and kept me really entertained. It was equal parts funny, sweet, cute, and also spicy. It is a novella, so it's not a super deep book. There are time jumps in it, but even with the time jumps and a lot of focus on the spicy time, there was actually still a lot of build up to the relationship that I really believed in the chemistry between these two, and they really fit together, and I enjoyed it. So it's not insta-lust. There is actual development in the relationship that I enjoyed. Now, our male main character, who is the demon, is Valfin, I think is how you pronounce it. And he was just so much fun to read. I really did enjoy him. He is so good at taking care of her needs and is very creative, if you know what I mean. Definitely knows how to use those shadows. He definitely understands consent. And anytime there was kind of a gray area of consent, he backed off until he could get full consent, which was just amazing to read. And he, in my opinion, comes in number one when it comes to aftercare. He was just amazing. Now, I will say you are definitely going to get the golden retriever vibes with him, and I will admit that's not always my favorite male main character because they're usually a little too wholesome for me, but he does have an edge to him, mostly due to his dirty mouth. Oh my god. Now, even with that, I would say I kind of wish the author had leaned a little more into a dichotomy of where he's kind of darker a little bit, except when he's with her, so it's not completely golden retriever vibes, but I still enjoyed him and he was a lot of fun to read, and that's just a personal preference. Now, when it comes to Gracie, the female main character, I really did enjoy her as well. She was sweet, adorable, and she made me chuckle and laugh with all of her antics and her poking the demon, as it were. She was definitely enjoyable to read, and I really believe the chemistry between the two of them. Now, this book, again, is a novella. I really did enjoy it. I probably would have finished it in a couple hours, but I did finish it in one day. I just had responsibilities. Those always get in the way of the reading. But it was definitely a fun, enjoyable read. I would really recommend this, especially maybe if someone's looking for demon romances, but maybe not the dark side. I would say this would fit that need. It's, again, a very fun, entertaining page turner. It will be available July 24th, so soon. Definitely give it a download. It is the second in the series. I did mention her best friend who's married to a demon, so that is the story Under My Bed, which is available, which was also amazing to read. So definitely check that one out. You don't necessarily have to read that one to read this one, but it's a very fun, enjoyable series. You could probably read both books in one day if you wanted, because they're both novellas, and they're just so much fun. So I hope everyone has a good night and happy readings.